what is the responsibility of people who make donations and people who receive donations? So we have with us today Ustaz Abdul Fattah bin Abdul Rahman.
Alhamdulillah.
Very experienced, inshallah.
Yeah, and I understand Ustaz, you have had
a bit of experience
in this particular domain of donations.
Alhamdulillah. Because we work with a non-profit organisation. So with non-profit organisations, how are they going to sustain themselves?
Okay. Are you able to disclose the organisation you work with?
I think people know about it, so it's okay. So it's not secret anymore. Okay. So we kind of understand how they run their. They have an admin, they have a marketing officer, they have people to pay themselves.
So you were part of this organisation?
I was part of the organisation for a couple of years, and you know what is best about them or good about them is that Kasim, they give free Islamic education to the society, to the community. And then from primary 1 all the way to primary 6, and then from sec 1 to sec 4, they give free. So the students need to buy their book, but in the buying of the book also they can apply for financial assistance. They don't need to pay. They don't need to pay for their monthly, but the school got to pay their teachers. So how are they going to support?
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about, this running cost.
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, for me, let's say I want to make a donation in Ramadan. Okay, I want to know also before I make this donation, where is the money going basically?
Yeah.
Right. And of course we cannot assume that 100% of this money goes to the people who need the money. Because these organizations have running costs.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
Correct.
So. And sometimes we would like to know also what is the proportion of our contribution that goes to the running costs and so on. So for your organisation,
the rule that the government put in place is 70-30.
So there's a law.
There's a law to this.
70%.
There's a law.
There's a law. 70-30.
So 30% for
admin fee.
70% is for the
poor. Correct.
Okay.
So every $100 you donate, then $70 will be for the. Usually depends. Certain organisation put 90-10.
Certain. So there is a law.
There's a law.
Singapore statutes.
Yes, correct. There's a law to this.
That says.
Yes, you cannot go beyond. It's monitored.
Oh, that means.
So it's monitored, like macam kira the government will check every single organisation.
Okay, this is news to me.
Or how?
Okay, I'm not sure about checking of it every single transaction.
So that one is the implementation of the law.
Okay.
But we want to know what the law says first
Okay.
So does it say that organizations or non-profits who collect donations, you are capped at using 30% of these contributions for your operational costs?
From my knowledge, is you don't go beyond 30%. There's
so you can be sued for that.
Wallahu alam, you can be sued.
We don't know about the enforcement but
correct. You don't go beyond. Ethics wise also, this is what if you were to Google this online, this is 70-30 rule is known.
Okay I haven't been doing my research.
And then they have an overhead to pay and all that. So this 30% we understand to go to them. But Kasim, to be just now you were saying some people know or never do their check. And some people
no. As a person who wants to make a donation, is it our responsibility to check? Or can we adopt the mindset of never mind I'll just give you the money. Whatever you do with it is between you and God. I don't have to care.
Yeah, I was telling him just now that macam arwah Ustaz Tian Fauzi pernah cakap, because that time we went to Mecca, right? Then after that these people they like to use children to take money from them and then they will use for their own business. But macam kira the children is like a labor and like business for them lah. So macam I want to give, but I don't want to give because these people, orang-orang yang zalim yang akan dapat the money lah. Then he said just give, and whatever that they do is antara dia dengan Tuhan.
So that is one
perspective. Not many people also adopt that mindset. Some have the mindset macam, where's this money going? I want to go and check first whether this person can be trusted or not. And then they found macam, not 100% of my money going. I don't want to donate anymore to this place. And I have certain friends who got to know where I say, there's a rule 70-30 is an unspoken rule for this one. Serious Okay, I don't want to donate anymore. Hey, how do I donate in real person? You go down to the place, you donate yourself. I cakap.
So the organisation doesn't have to be transparent because it's known
It's
that
known.
it's 70-30.
Yeah,
No, when you say it's an unspoken rule, is it written or not? Is it a written rule? That
It is a written rule. You go on government website, yes. GOV.
I got to look up this rule
Yeah.
because if
Asal you nak
that's
sue company mana?
as in, this is
Ada the list of it lah.
Ada list of
tak
company
lah,
you nak
ada
sue.
some organisation I'm quite curious, you know.
Curiosity dia. You know, this one people write on. Just now you were saying about Mecca, Madinah. People say, you want to give food to the Sabil or not over there?
Yeah.
So one bento set got rice and got chicken is $10. I cakap, but we know what's the cost price of it.
Yalah.
And so, but they are saying, because the cost to incur for me to fly in to Mecca to do all these things. So it's you make it clear lah. So is this a business portion or not? And usually, and even ustaz-ustaz or do this and they will just say it out loud. This is business, Fatah.
No, that's true. We can accept this is business. We can accept that business have running costs. We can also accept you're a non-profit organisation, you don't make any profits, but you still have costs to pay. We can understand. But what is the proportion? Okay, but now there's guidance from the law.
70-30.
70-30. How well is this law adhered to? I'm quite curious because this is the first time I'm hearing of this law. I imagine many people have never heard that
It's my first time
anybody
also.
that is collecting donations, you can only use 30% at most for your operating costs, and 70% has to go to the needy or those who are intended recipients.
How well is this being practiced? Is when you are running a NGO, you got to know this. You got to know this law. If you don't know this law, then how are you going to segregate that proportion? What, 50-50 is it? What, 60-40? So your running cost got to be you got to do a budget of 30% of whatever that you are selling. So you know, sometimes people say, donate $100, I'll give you a sejadah free.
Okay.
Where does the sejadah comes from?
$100.
From the $100 lah, from the $10 or the $20 of your this one lah. And so that's where the proportion is. So then rupanya 10% je that goes to the admin fee, the 20% is the cost of sejadah for you to feel that macam $100 I'm buying something, I'm getting something as a gift from this $100. So you feel appreciated lah and to do this.
Okay.
Yalah, but the money is coming from you also.
Yalah, kasih, betul lah. That's the reason why.
If I buy a sejadah on Shopee sama juga.
Betul. That's why bila kita nak derma ni kan, the syarat kan of orang nak derma ni kan, I have not come across in the book of fiqh except ikhlas. Except you are sincere in donating.
So that's the thing. So okay, taking what you're saying about ikhlas, and of course ikhlas is a very important thing. And if this is going to decide what goes through our mind when we make a donation, that means it also means that we are donating sincerely. We just purify our intention for donation, and we don't have to think about anything else about where the money goes.
Okay.
So in other words, this is the similar view as
Ustaz Tiam
Fauzi, who says, just donate. What they do with the money is between them and Allah.
Okay.
But in this age of scammers,
I just got scammed just now morning, you know.
Was it?
From my DBS. But in the age of scammers like this, if you know that they are all scammers, don't donate anymore to them.
Even ustaz are scammed on a daily basis.
On a daily basis. On
just
a
today.
random
Just for
Wednesday morning.
you got scammed.
So there are a lot of scammers, and if you are not doing your due diligence to go and check the background to find out what is the percentage that goes to the needy and so on, in a way, can you be deemed to be facilitating this scammerhood?
And like taking the rights of the needy,
Yeah, because I mean it's very easy to appeal to emotion, right?
Empathy,
if you're saying, look at all these people in Palestine, they are dying, they are suffering, they are hungry, and then it touches the heart, and then you give,
and
then you
you're
realize,
using people's empathy to get money, and
so I mean, is this a means of, like, they say you're using appealing to people's soft spot?
Betul, correct.
And so as a part of a donor, we don't want to be facilitating practices that are questionable.
This is happening around the world, Kasim. In fact, when I went to Palestine recently, and the Palestinian, saying, "Ana min Gaza. I'm from Gaza. I'm from Gaza." Then I met another Palestinian. Don't go to him. He's lying. He's not from Gaza. But they are in a state of difficulty. So that's what I comprehend from what they're saying. From Gaza because I'm in difficulty. So help me out. But in our Singapore context, and I'll give you an example. Water tank.
Okay.
A water tank. There is a truck that brings a tank of water, like say 5,000 liters, or that costs 5,000 liter probably cost you an X amount, and don't want to disclose the price, but you times it as an amount
Times
that
10.
is 10 times.
10.
No,
Times
but
10.
that's the profit margin.
Okay.
For me, profit margin kalau times 10 or times 20 is okay, as long as the transaction is made known lah.
But
People know or can estimate the cost price.
yeah, how do you make known to people? People got tahu. So I have people who directly go to the supplier, and they will start, I do this for this X amount, and I say, yeah, do it lah. Do it that way. You have a contact. So if you were to expose this type of people, would you think the community want to donate anymore to the person?
Okay.
That of course they have the overhead of an office, they have overhead of
we understand
staff. Marketing is very expensive, and then to find dalils online and to say it out loud. And about donating, appeal to emotions, the practice of your core, your sound, your chord that you want to use for the sound. And
so it might be to the exorbitant
will be
description lah.
yes, correct.
So this is, I think this is the problem because I think in Ramadan everybody donates.
Yeah.
As in most
It's a
people.
time when people are more generous, it's a
And
time to make money.
at the same time, there are things going on all over the world, and people feel they feel a lot of empathy for these people, so they're generous. But I think what might be overlooked is your responsibility as a donor. Like, can you just give money and not think about it, or must you be mindful and not facilitate the possibility of scammers?
Kira kalau macam itu subhat tak Ustaz?
I want to know also.
I don't think you are making it. You are
As a
being
donor,
part of.
is it subhat?
You're not.
Because you're not part of anything.
You're not part of-
No, you're not part of
giving.
anything. But okay, you're not part of anything, correct? But you know that in this world or in this
Day of scammers.
day and age, there are a lot of scammers. We know, and I think it is a responsibility to be vigilant, to be mindful of such existence.
Of course, that
Right.
portion, yes, you got to be
So
mindful.
if you're not mindful and if
vigilant.
you are careless,
Mm-mm.
I would say even careless or nonchalant about this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you accountable for this or not?
Wow.
Yeah.
I got to check all my...
Is it going to be the case on the day of judgment? Allah is going to say, you know what, in your day and age, there are a lot of scammers around. Why were you not careful with your money? You could have put the money to better use had you been a bit more careful.
Ish.
Dia prediction. The possibilities that can happen.
But I don't know what.
So it
But
becomes
I
a question
can
of...
just say like macam, oh, I don't know. I just want to donate for my akhirah.
Yeah, but
it's
you could have...
ikhlas lillahi ta'ala.
But you could have put in a bit more effort to find out.
But so how many things I want to do? I want to ibadah, I want to like qiyam.
But this is about putting your money in the correct place. You could have just at least...
But how do I check pun? Like as a Singaporean citizen.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So that's what I want to know.
How do I check
That's what I want to know.
also?
What is our extent of the liability accountability in this case? Like,
I hope that like this video that is going out, this episode makes people a bit more vigilant and we are educating that not just about donating, it's about where is the money going to. If an organisation is doing something good behind them and you are supporting their efforts, and go ahead. And if they are making a well and then in another country, go ahead. In the end you have a picture. This well is mine and how deep is it? And then in the end there is a tank of water that goes in there. This is the price and you agree upon it. And you are buying it. The same goes to our korban. Nowadays, we have people are asking for a video, asking for a picture to know that it is being done.
Yeah.
What do you mean by scam? Scam is getting money, but you're not doing anything about it, Or probably you are doing it for your own lavish lifestyle.
And take a big cut from it lah.
Big cut. This one integrity.
okay.
This one is integrity. You got to be honest
Yeah,
with
that's
people's
why I'm
money.
saying macam I cannot check the person's integrity, and I cannot check the company if they betul-betul enforce the 70-30 punya rule, kan? So,
but you can ask and you can
ask.
Okay, you can do something. You can do your due diligence.
I mean, if I ask, they will say, oh, it's part of the law.
Yeah, then
it's an unspoken rule.
You can reply that to Allah SWT when He asks you. Do you ask? Yeah, I tried to ask, but this is what they told me.
But I can also say, Ya Allah, it's an unspoken rule. Everybody knows it.
No,
not everybody can
everybody knows it.
Okay.
Not people
Okay,
are.
we didn't know.
People masih lagi ignorant about this. They do not.
Yeah,
know.
that's the thing. Most people don't know about this rule, this 70-30. You can only use maximum 30% for your operating costs. Not only that, those who know about this rule, do they even implement this rule? And I think this is the second part that I want to talk about. The organizations that collect donations. Is there a need for them to be transparent? Where is the money going? What do you think? Especially in this day and age of scammers, right? Not that we don't want to trust them and we want to think badly of them. Ideally we want to think well. But this is the reality of life today. There are a lot of scammers out there. I think we cannot dispute that.
And it's very easy to tap on people's
so
empathy.
Ideally, to me ideally, be transparent.
Yep.
Right? So even if you are using half this amount for donations and half the amount for operating costs, okay. If there is even if it's not 70-30, but you make it known to the donor, and as a donor, I'm accepting of that, then I think it's fine. Right? I also don't mind.
But
I know
it's
you all
okay
have a
to
lot
take
of work.
50-50,
50-50, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think
you have
so.
to ask. From secular law, Singapore law is not okay.
Not okay.
But I think from the Islamic perspective, as long as there is an agreement,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
I'm not an ustaz.
Yeah.
As long as there's an agreement between buyer and seller,
Yes, boleh.
that's okay.
From the Islamic perspective lah, kan, you agree that this one 50% will go to my operating cost, boleh. This is about donating, no. So you're not getting anything in return, right? If it's about buying, purchasing, korma, purchasing sabil or purchasing
perfume. Sikit.
Purchasing
Purchasing
deodorant.
some perfume.
Deodorant. It's a deodorant, and
Deodorant lah.
It's a deodorant. There's no smell, unscented is one.
Okay.
So this one you can put a cost price lah, kan. What is the price that you want to put to this, and what's the percentage, the margin, and okay, this one is business. And people agree to buy it. They agree on the cost, the running cost. Must I be transparent? How much am I selling? How much am I? What's my cost price? All this you don't need to be transparent because it is a business. And but if it's about a donation as well, donation, and there is no kewajipan in being transparent.
Okay.
There's no kewajipan. But for you to be transparent will make people believe
But
in
it's
your
good
organisation.
for you to do so lah.
Yes, it will be good for you, especially nowadays and time, and they want to have an ustad or an ustazah to back the organisation up. To you know why? To keep them in check. But if the ustad and ustazah pun bersuah to this thing, ustad,
Is that a very normal thing, ustazah?
hey, you know, I got an experience. A jamaah came to me, and then told me, Ustaz, my wife passed away, and then the insurance money came out.
Uish.
I got $100,000, but I never tell my children. That one needs to do zakat or not? That one need to do faraid or not? That to me.
Must do lah, right?
That one of course lah, must do faraid lah, kan.
So what did the ustaz say?
So the ustaz is me.
Oh, the ustaz.
So they came. So I say, Haji, this one you got to give to, and at least make your children know that this money exists, and you ask their permission for you to hold this money because you're not working anymore. Ustaz, if I tell them, Ustaz, they will want this money, Ustaz. So I say, then I know he don't want to listen to my answer. He wants his own answer.
Yeah.
So after I say, I've told you, it's up to you. What is it that you want to do?
Yeah.
I said. Then he tapped me. He said, Ustaz punya peruntukan pun ada.
Oh my goodness.
Ustaz,
RM5,000
apa? Kira tak.
Kira dapat RM10,000.
Agak-agak lah. Relax lah. But, Astaghfirullahalazim.
Tempting.
So, he never give me anything. But he did tap me to say your peruntukan ada. And jamaah, we will always salam you when they are praying. And so I'm not sure whether did he salam me and give me anything or not for that portion. Wallahu alam. So it wasn't a clear thing that I know. I forgot how he looks like also, but
Okay.
I cannot give a fitnah atau kita bukakan orang lain cakap dia tak bagi kan. But in the end dia bagi ke dia tak bagi is not a question. In the end diorang tak nak dengar apa yang diorang,
they already have an answer.
They have an answer. They just want an ustaz to affirm it.
Confirm.
So ustaz dah affirm pun dia tak nak dengar. Then the ustaz got to tell it out loud lah kan. This type of things and you got to follow by the rule. I went to Korban also to Africa. I went Korban to Africa. I saw the condition of how the kambing was. I cakap this bangun-bangun kasih kambing ni minum air, kasih kambing ni makan dulu, kasih dia have an energy to do this. So dia kata, Ustaz, subhanallah, Ustaz, we thought when you came here, you wanted us to buy a new set of kambing. I said, no. I said, I'm here to facilitate things. I'm here to say, let's try and do the best that we can with the situation. I'm being transparent out like this. I'm going to Africa this coming next few months to do my korban in Uganda, and I saw how the state was in Zambia last year. So there was something to improve. So having an ustad in the role and to facilitate, to make them sure that in the religion this is permissible kan. Kasih dia minum air, jangan lambat-lambatkan proses, mari kita sembelih. And sometimes it comes to us kan, dorang tak feed this animal semua, lemah dia animal tu. Tak boleh macam gitu lah. And then perjalanan orang jauh kan, that journey kan. So that's important to have an ustaz in an organisation. But if the ustaz
kalau ustaz tu ada high integrity and honest man,
correct. Then from there you should do a background check lah on the ustaz. If the ustaz is a businessman, then the ustaz is a businessman. You know his things that he's doing is a business. If the ustaz is known to just keep on asking and driving an steamer or driving a car, macam where is he getting all his money from? Is it his CPF money is coming out? Is it his previous work? We do not know.
Touchy topic.
So but then
Husnuzon ustaz.
But husnuzon, habis tiap kali video keluar is kasih makan dekat estate perumahan ni, kasih makan kat estate perumahan ni. Government is helping them lah. You go to their house, you see on the right side of the door is tin sardin, beras, all berdiri. Diorang tak makan benda tu. Jadi you are keeping on giving stocks to them, and where are you buying all these stocks from? The government is helping, the church is helping, the mosque is helping.
I think a lot Singaporeans very generous lah. Banyak badan-badan yang tolong.
So the best way of donating is still you yourself. Go down to the person and donate to the person that you know of, and especially our family members.
Okay.
Kita makcik-makcik, pakcik kita, we do a check to them.
Correct.
And sekali diorang yang dalam susah, diorang yang perlukan. Habis kita go all out sampai ke sana.
I mean, it's always best to donate to those closer.
Betul.
No, but then kalau
family members in need.
Kalau closer kan tak ada marketing. Kalau kita donate closer, tak ada macam marketing the organisation and everything semua.
Is it so important to market?
No lah, of course not. But I'm saying from like the business point of view, you know. From the business point of view,
if it's an organisation, apa
lah.
ni donate kat organisation ni, dia kasih keluarga dia je. This one is a family oriented. Tak boleh lah gitu lah.
There's some tough questions kat sini.
Jangan tough lah.
No, because I think people want to know lah about this.
We covered
before we make our donation in Ramadan, we want to know our responsibility lah. We covered a few of these from the organisation.
Some groups are very concerned.
Some, I would say individuals. I wouldn't say they're groups. So the kind of, I think to me, I always find it's good to have transparency. And okay, so there's transparency and there's also credibility. Just like you talked about, to have credibility, they usually have an ustaz or ustazah on board.
Betul.
And people see, okay, ada ustaz ni support this donation drive. Okay, credible. But I would say that is not as important as transparency. And I think, my view is organizations have a responsibility to disclose, like how much, just give a number, 70% of your donation goes to the poor, needy. If it's not true, or whether it's true or not true, okay, maybe we can't check. But at least disclose, give a number.
Tak pernah nampak so far.
Tak ada.
Private organisation tak pernah nampak. Government organisation.
Yes,
government
correct. That's the thing. So I'm thinking, the government is a secular body, and they are being transparent about this.
But the Muslim.
So shouldn't we also take heat from there? Especially if there is a law, and it helps people decide the extent to which they want to donate? Tough question.
Yeah. It's good for them, like how you say lah. And when I know that in your account there is an X amount, and you are asking for a donation because your running cost for a year is this X amount, the number of students is this X amount, I would want to contribute because it's very clear over here. What is it that you are doing, and for you to sustain for a year, you need an X amount. And it's something that okay lah, I understand. But if let's say you keep on donating, aku donate sama je, macam tak ada apa-apa pun beza dia. Macam in fact they are you questioning yourself lah. But you see solat Jumaat, every solat Jumaat there is a amount that is put over there. Last week's Jumaat collection, $6,000.
Okay.
Last week, so we know that okay, this amount the mosque is collected during last week's solat Jumaat. Then after that, the following week it's going to be known to us, and then from there we all, if we check, they have an auditor to audit them, right? So it's everything is being checked properly.
Right. And also the audit reports as well lah. The black and white and all that.
No, but then I think tadi kan you mentioned about secular, they are transparent, and then after that Muslim, I mean they
NGO,
the government organisations are transparent as to where the donation amount goes.
Yeah, but I feel that as a fellow Muslim, and I would want to support a fellow Muslim, and I would the trust is like automatic.
No, that's true. Which I think is something that can be taken advantage of. I mean, if I know this person automatically trust me, and I'm a bad person, there's so many things I can do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Betul.
And how do I prevent people from thinking? How do I prevent people from thinking that I'm bad? Oh, I get an ustaz and ustazah to put in my picture, so people think I'm good. So, is it?
The ustaz ustazah have a responsibility. And if not, this one in the end they will be answerable in akhirah.
But then if ustaz ustazah dah kena diperuntukkan,
ustaz punya peruntukan ada, jangan risau. Kata, alamak, cari pasal betul.
So that means there are people around who would actually bribe. Of course, we don't want to accuse anyone of receiving bribes or what, but his personal experience that this has happened. And all the more in this day and age, the vigilance is important, the responsibility is there lah. And of course, we don't want to discourage anybody from donating, but what I'm saying is, I think it's important to know where the money goes. I think at the very least.
I agree. Is we can do a background check. We can ask them further up questions. What is it that you'll be getting? Where is this money going? Can you send me videos? Can you send me pictures?
Yeah, in this day and age, you can even send pictures and videos as to where the korban and all that, and that's what people do, right?
But will they have a responsibility to disclose how much did they get for the end of the campaign of this Ramadan? It is not their kewajipan, but it's good for them to share lah with their viewers. And
kalau dalam fiqh pun tak ada, it's
that
not
one, I
a
think
kewajipan.
There's nothing to. It's integrity. This one is just akhlak.
No, I think that one is just at the end of it. What I'm concerned about is at the point of donation, you should know where the money is going. I think that's the important thing lah. Otherwise, I mean, you see a lot of. Sometimes we want to trust religious teachers, religious preachers, and ustaz and all that, and we sometimes hear about stories here and there, and it erodes our confidence. And all the more we should be, a bit more mindful lah about such things lah. And I think it doesn't hurt to just disclose how much, goes to the people, and so at least people make an informed decision lah.
Okay.
So inshallah. Okay, hope that has been beneficial.
Inshallah, okay.
Hopefully people know more about this, especially in this month of Ramadan when we make our donations, donate generously, and it's also, I think, part of responsibility, part of Islam to also know what is being done with the money that you're contributing, and inshallah it goes to the right places.
Inshallah.
I think as a side point, I want to talk about this.
Okay, Ustaz, you want to talk about your deodorant?
This one,
deodorant.
I'm not sure Kasim pernah nampak tak. This is Privat Label. It is a premium. It's a deodorant that is unscented. So that means you use 2 times under your arms, and then it will last you for the whole day. For the whole day, for 12 hours.
You should try.
You won't have any odour. So the best part about this thing is it is no harsh chemical inside.
Okay.
When there's no harsh chemical, it is just potassium alum and distilled water. Potassium alum is a chemical, but the chemical is a natural chemical. So it's difficult to find this potassium alum, but alhamdulillah I found it in a liquid form. So that means there is a solid form, but there is no in liquid form. The only person that's selling the liquid form is myself here, inshallah. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Okay.
So you give 2 sprays, it blocks odour anywhere, not just under your arm.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so if let's say kaki, you can spray onto your legs. Anywhere the sweat accumulates,
I see.
you spray onto
I
them.
see.
Inshallah.
Muka boleh tak muka?
So it's literally
Tak
a
apa.
deodorant lah. It just removes odor.
Yeah, correct.
Deodorant.
It removes odor and it doesn't turn your white yellowish. So when you wear white dalam and then sometimes it turns yellowish.
Correct.
This one doesn't turn yellowish. And alhamdulillah, many good feedbacks I've gotten through this product, and people love it. Lagi mami-mami and they love for their children because their children have sensitive skin, and then they from young they don't want them to use chemical onto under their arm.
Correct.
So they said this is a natural product where they can use for their secondary school kids. When they come back home, they kata usually they will start terrible in the car. Terrible in the car, dia kata. But after using this, alhamdulillah, don't smell them in the car anymore. So alhamdulillah, this is a good product. And then on top of that, Kasim, this one is unscented. So that means when you spray onto yourself, there's no smell at all.
Try.
I've gotten this checked. You can try the bottle and then you can take the bottle as well. So
we have lah.
so never mind. Try. This one is for you. That one is for yourself.
Okay.
So
Okay, doesn't smells like water lah.
Yalah, but
Tak ada smell.
try rub. It's lightweight, right?
Yeah, it's
Tunjuk
like
lah
it feels quite.
Dia tak boleh jadi influencer
so it's good spray, this one. So if let's say you do your hands, you want that consistency. If that consistency, it doesn't have any sticky feeling. And then after that, it will just go away, dry up after a while. And after a few seconds, and then that's it. But there's a layer of potassium alum that blocks odor.
I see.
That blocks your odor. So alhamdulillah lah. So with this product, you can even use it when you are in ihram. And then especially right now, we are going to the month of Hajj.
So I can feel like this is water based. It's not oil based.
It's not oil based. You won't feel any sticky feeling. Nothing. Suddenly just evaporate, but it will descend.
Potassium aluminium sulfate.
You pakai ni hari.
It's an soluble aqueous compound.
Nampak dia dah berbual sains dia. Soluble aqueous compound.
So water based lah.
Water based
Okay, let me get that.
Alhamdulillah.
So it evaporates, leaving behind the salt.
There you go. Does it smell?
No smell.
No smell at all. And the best part about this, you can use for your umrah. My target audience when I do this, my intention is for those who's going for umrah. When they are even in their ihram, they can use it. Alhamdulillah, I think I've sold more, 100 bottles or even more to those just want to go for umrah. For those who wants to go for umrah, you can contact me. I can deliver this unscented deodorant for you to remove your insecurities when you are in doing your tawaf or doing your sa'i. Inshallah, inshallah.
I think I'm going to use this from now on. It looks like a good product, and I like the fact that it's not oily and it dries quickly.
Yeah, correct.
That one's for you.
Dia tak ada sticky feeling.
Inshallah. Welcome. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We will speak to you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.